Hello, everyone. My name is Merle. I'm singer. I'm the relationship miracle worker. I've been married over 50 years to the same man. Happily, at least, except for that year around year 20. So I ought to know something about relationships. And every week at this time, at noontime, I bring up a topic and we talk about it. Today we're going to talk about the fact that you are 75% more likely to get divorced if a friend or a close relative is already divorced. Isn't that amazing? I mean, it has as much to do with whether you get divorced, and not just the person you're married to, but who is in your orbit. And you have a 75% greater chance. This is according to, by the way, Brown University. Research out of Brown University, you have 75% more likely to get divorced if a friend or a close relative has already done the deed. And if it happens to be someone that's like 1 degree removed, like a friend of a friend, even then you have like 35% greater chance of getting divorced. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there's a lot of power and dynamics in the people you hang around with. I've had other discussions. I've talked about this before, sometimes with Thursday Thoughts with Merle and Patty, with my friend Patty Negri. But it's so important. It's the only time I have to give my mother credit that she was right. Birds of a feather flock together, she would always tell me, and it was always, I always didn't want to hear it. And like I know with AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, when people are trying to break the habit, the hardest difficulty they have in breaking whatever their habit is that they can't be around their friends. They have developed a whole universe of friends around this habit. And if they give up this habit, all their friends go away. That, by the way, is why it's so incredibly difficult, and why people that break the habit of drugs need to be given way more credit than they get. It's incredible to have the strength to do that. But we can all do it if we try hard enough. But that's not, I don't even know if what I said is true, but I do know that if you're shaky in your marriage, that I would recommend that you look around with all your friends and the people that may not even be your friends, people that you know, and look among them and find which ones of them are happily married or happily relationshiped. Because just remember, things that go this way if you do this will go that way if you do that. And so if you've got a 75% greater chance of getting divorced if you're around people that have gotten divorced, then clearly you can balance that out at least by not spending as much time with those people and remembering all the opinions that they have about relationships is colored by their experience and is not necessarily true in all cases for all people. So if you spend less time with them, you will be less influenced by that. And instead, find the people that are somewhere in your life. You may not be friends with them now, but but you know someone who knows someone, or you know them, or they're a neighbor, or you walk with them, or whatever. But there are people in your life that are happily married. And if you are a little on the rocks with your marriage, and you want a little encouragement about, well, maybe there is something I can do. Maybe this is salvageable. Then definitely find people and talk to them. You don't have to ask them questions. Just listen to them. Just see how they think. Just notice how they think. And let that be a way for you to get some ideas. I mean, you can go to a therapist. You can. I can help you out. There's various different things you can do. But here's something. You don't have to make any great changes, and find people in your life that are happily married, and let them be the person you go for a walk with. Just find ways. Bring them lunch. Do something that gives you an opportunity to spend time with them. That's my jewel. That's my pearl for the day, because I think it's got to be shocking to a lot of people that you have a 75% greater chance of getting divorced, not based on how good or bad your partner is, but just on who you're spending your time with. Please, please spend your time with people who are at the place that you want to be at. So if you want to be divorced, spend time with those. But if you want to be married and you want to be happily married, spend some time with happily married people. And if those happily married people happen to be your parents or your aunt and uncle, people, they say, oh, well, they're the older generation, they're the this, or they're the younger generation, whatever it is, they're the not me generation. Don't be judgmental of other people that are happy any more than you want people to be judgmental of you because you're not happy. And just withhold judgment and say, they have something that I want and I don't have it and I can't figure out how to get it. Let me just see how they think, how they move in their life. And I don't have to be them, but I can pick a few tips from them that would fit into my life. And it might, and then maybe my life would be just a little bit different. And I would want to be married. I'd still want a divorce. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But at least that you know that you are not being jaundiced by other people that are jaundiced, but that you are using your research with people that are happily married, and it enables you to decide more levelly, more without being pulled this way or that way, what is the right decision for you to do now. I said it all. But it is, I still can't get over that 75% of that you have a greater chance of being divorced if you have close friends that have experienced that. So this is the end of my today's talk. Come back next Thursday at noontime, and I will have another fabulous topic. If perchance you have something you would like me to discuss, or you would just like to tell me, put the notes right down in the bottom. If you want to schedule time, just go to relationshipmiracleworker.com/free session. Just look at my website. Look at my other videos. Find help and a different perspective for the issues in your life from other people. and have a great week, a great life, and I'll see you next week. Bye.